passed a one-week continuing resolution. President Obama is threatening to veto it if it reaches his desk. So really, we're no closer to a deal. And with less than 31 hours to go, can a government shutdown be avoided? With us now, Republican Congressman Todd Rokita of Indiana, a member of the House Budget Committee, and Kevin Brady of Texas, who is on the Ways and Means and Joint Economic Committee. Welcome to you both. Great to see you.
Great to be here.
Thank you.
All right. I have to tell you, this is so out of control now, I can't believe it. I want to show our viewers here what was going on in Congress just not that long ago, within the last hour or so. Here's what the scene was on the floor of the House of Representatives.
House will come to order. Gentlemen, suspend. The House will come to order. Gentleman has the right to be heard.
I tell my friend, we have little doubt on our side of the aisle why we're where we are today.
What is this, Britain, or is this the United States of America? Representative Brady, speak to this. You were there. What was it like? It looks raucous.
Well, it was raucous, and mainly because Steny Hoyer, the Democratic House leader, had just boasted that the president was going to veto the bill to keep funding our troops and paying them if the government shut down. And as you would imagine, since many of us have family in the military and a lot of people back home are living paycheck to paycheck while their loved one is fighting for us, it seemed unbelievable to us. So yeah, it did get a little raucous.
Wow.
And I'm new.
Go right ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm new here, and I couldn't figure out why for the last 3 months I've been thinking so much about my time in grade school, and it hit me today. This is like third grade playground. They're not even bringing serious policy arguments to the table anymore. We're talking about cowboy poetry festivals and whatnot. It's really getting out of hand.
Well, it is entertaining, but for goodness sakes, the government is going to stop functioning, people. Are you going to get together before the deadline or not? Congressman Brady.
You know, it is hard to tell. I will tell you, I think what we're fighting for is the tiniest of down payments. Just indication the American heard them in the election and we want to get the country to somewhat have. We fought not only to keep the government's cuts. Here we are, as you said, 31 hours before the deadline. We've yet to get even one plan from the White House and Senate Democrat. So it is frustrating for us.
Yeah, we keep sending.
Just a second. The polls show, and Congressman Rokita, I want you to respond to this. Republicans are going to get blamed if the government shuts down. How do you I know on the table, but the American public is shaking its head at you.
Well, you know what? The leaders have to lead. And when we send bill after bill over and we get absolutely no response, just excuses, I think I give more credit to the American people. They're going to know who's really leading. You know, in a following segment, you're going to talk about the budget that we just passed out of our budget committee late last night. It's a solid proposal with serious ideas, an honest budget that tells the truth to the American people. And I think we're going to get a lot of credit for that in the end. These, like my friend Congressman Brady said, these are the smallest of down payments we're talking about now in this continuing resolution. The real tough decisions are going to come in this budget, and we got to get to that.
The 2012 budget you're speaking of.
Yeah, that's
Congressman
right.
Brady, I want you to respond to something Harry Reid had to say. He says it's not realistic to shut down the government on a debate dealing with abortion. It's not fair to the American people. We haven't solved the issue in 40 years. We're not going to solve it in the next 38 hours. We should not be distracted by ideology. This is a bill that funds the government. What do you make of that? He's saying, look, it's the Tea Party getting in the way here with what they want to do, and it's about ideology. It's not about substance.
Well, you know, I think he's dead wrong. One, he needs to stop blaming the Tea Party. The truth is they didn't run up $5 trillion of debt over the last few years and create nearly a fiscal crisis in this country. Secondly, the budget's more than just about numbers. It's about values and principles. What we're doing is trying to both repeal the worst parts, in fact, all of Obamacare, but also restore one commonality in America, which is whether you're pro-choice or like me and Todd pro-life. We've always agreed as a country we wouldn't use taxpayer dollars to fund abortion. So this really is sort of the principles of America rather than ideology, conflict that way.
Ideology, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Congressman Rokita, and I want both of you guys really to respond to this. Look, if we shut down the government, it seems to me I wouldn't feel good about Congress taking a salary. You guys were supposed to fix the problem. It was your job to get a budget. Would you go without a salary until you get something in place? First to you, Congressman Rokita.
We'll do whatever we have to do. I voted last week to do that very thing if the government got shut down for more than 24 hours. The work of the people, as best we can do it, must go on. I haven't made any of those decisions with regard to my staff yet or not, but I will do whatever I can. First of all, not to shut down the government. We're not going to sacrifice core principles or anything like that, but we want the government to stay open. So it's not like we're focusing on the shutdown. But we have got to make sure that we've changed what we're talking about here in Washington, and we have. It used to be how much we're going to spend, and we were able to already, with this exercise, change the...
Congressman Brady in before we have to go here, sir.
Yep.
Congressman Brady, would you go without a salary until you get a budget?
Absolutely. It's outrageous to think lawmakers who create the problem are going to get funded while our troops who are fighting for our freedoms don't. That's outrageous.
Well, the whole situation is outrageous, and I think Americans are fed up, frankly. I know I am as I watch the situation unfold. It's unbelievable. But we appreciate your being here and sharing your insights with us. Congressman Rokita and Brady, thank you so very much.
Thank you.